Hello. Waiting for Ready Talk, Twitter, and those who will be reviewing this webinar and podcast of flash presentation later, I'd like to welcome you to this session of the Product Management View series. I'm Val Workman from Ryma Technology Solutions, one of the sponsors of this webinar, and I'd really like to thank Ready Talk for their generous support of the community and their sponsorship as well, and their help in us making this all possible. I'll be your moderator today, and it's my pleasure to introduce both Brian Sharp and Kevin Lemke, and also Justin Manford, who will be our presenters today. Now, Brian has over 20 years of international experience in product management, marketing, commercial development, and sales. He's a pricing expert, thought leader with focus on pricing and value management. Kevin has equal number of years, a lot of work in operations and finance and business development experience. He is a longtime pricing practitioner with a focus on pricing and value management. And Justin has been invited on this panel as well to help talk and present some of the information on the case study and the practical applications point of this view here. For those of you who are using Twitter, you can follow and add additional conversation using the hashtag PMV. And this conversation will then be posted afterwards on the Product Management Views blog post. And I'd encourage you to make comments and ask additional questions on this post. I'll be collecting questions throughout the presentation today, and then we'll try to pull them together and review them during the question and answer session at the end. Now, recently, a new Opportunity Selection Community of Practice, or COP, was created inside of LinkedIn. And I'll include the link to this LinkedIn group as well and post that on the blog. Within this group, or LinkedIn group, there are lots of opportunities to contribute to this exciting field through both providing leadership and defining new methods of practice. In Twitter, that dedicated hashtag OFCOP was defined for the community and conversation after this meeting. I'm going to pass the control over to Justin and Kevin and Brian now, and they'll present today's presentation. Afterwards, we'll get back together to talk about the question and answer. Brian, Kevin, and Justin.
Thanks. Just for voice recognition, welcome. I'm Brian Sharp.
Hi, this is Kevin Lemke.
This is Justin Manford.
Great. So we're going to present this topic. It's an interesting economy. We don't need to talk much about that. We see it every day in the front pages of the newspaper. But it's actually a topic that's very high in focus for a number of the companies we work with. And there is a lot of financial gratification when our customers, our clients, can successfully clean out their pipeline. It doesn't sound or feel like a real happy topic, but it does drive speed and alignment and focus on those projects that have a higher probability of commercial success. So we're going to talk about just how we do this, what our experiences have been. We're going to focus on some case examples in particular, and hopefully through that we'll bring out our methodology and the tools and generate some ideas that you can use in your setting. So the agenda, briefly, just who we are. We'll talk about the challenges we see facing innovators, more or less context setting for pipeline cleanout and how we get at those sorts of projects. We'll describe our value management methodology. We'll describe the process for taking on the cleanout challenge, and then go to some case studies and wrap up. Just a little bit about Kalypso. We're focused, as you see on the tagline, delivering on the promise of innovation. As we were introduced, you heard a lot about pricing and value management practice, particularly for Kevin and I. We co-lead our practice. What we found very interesting in working with a firm that focuses on value management is how often we're applying pricing science and value science tools that are typically used in market with existing products. Just how often we're working on the front end of innovation and in portfolio and pipeline management, and actually in the phase gate process applying those tools. and in many cases, it's just